In a world where everybody has the powers of Superman, strength, speed, flight, you need to find your unique mutant abilities which tap into things which are uniquely you to be able to find. So going broad is one of those areas. Going broad and deep and narrow across many different domains, bringing that uniqueness is what's going to give you that competitive advantage. The things you spend time on which make you unique. There's this whole framework which I dive into, which really maps out what I call the Messi Gym, which is actually based on Lionel Messi and the superpowers that he has. But it teaches you how to refine this skill. But the idea is you need to find your unique wow and be able to map it out to be able to find how do you work with machines to get that competitive edge. Look, this is also the same for businesses. And like you said, Scott, we're not going to dive deep into it, but this is how people should start thinking about it as a business.
Right. And just as we saw Bill Gates make that leapfrog, we're starting to see some of these more enlightened organizations take a step back and think differently about how they transform their business models, operating models, all the way down to process and products and services and organizational design and the future of work. And so thinking in these systems, these 5 systems that you've laid out, building on Danny Kahneman and Amos Tversky's work around System 1 and System 2, thinking in systems across System 0, that extended mind, System 1 and System 2, System 3, this totally new kind of intelligence, this AI, and ultimately to that notion of augmented collective intelligence in System X. And this is just a peek at how we're starting to help organizations and business leaders think about not just transforming the work that they do as individuals, but how they can transform their entire organizations. Because we're about to wrap this up, but what do you want to leave people with in terms of thinking bigger about thinking in systems?
Look, if we take something like what's happening in work today and how companies and consultants are coming in and trying to help organizations transform using AI, they're focused so much on workflows and tasks. Guess what? To be able to really get to the edges and understand, not only being Superman on Krypton, but how to find your unique wow, you need to start thinking beyond workflows and start thinking through thought flows. So this idea of bringing systems thinking. You have to rethink your organization, rethink your competitive advantage. When everybody is augmented, how do you find the uniqueness and finding those new operating models and operating systems? Because the pace of change is going to keep accelerating. And now this is the new sort of bar which we've got to. So transformation in the next decade is going to make everything which we've done in the last few decades look like child's play.